Well, I am standing here in paradise. I'm on the island of Maui in Hawaii, and I just turned 50, and I know it's remarkable because I only look like I'm in my 20s. But you know, this is obviously a pretty big moment in most people's lives, and first of all, I'm thankful to be here. It's definitely better than the alternative, but the point I'm trying to get across right now is I took a little time to really reflect. This week I shut off the phones. I put my cell phone in airplane mode, so I couldn't even get texts. How cool is that? And I didn't do much internet or anything. I just kind of sat back and sort of reviewed my life and how it's gone so far, and more importantly projected what I can accomplish in the remaining years that I have, because I still got a long way to go. And it just made me realize that in my own mind, as I was sitting down and looking at what I'm proud of and what I've accomplished and bigger things I want to accomplish from here to there, so much of my mindset in my 20s and 30s and even into my 40s was about making a bunch of money and accumulating things and stuff and the big house and the cars and all that stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's really funny, as I sat down here and I reflected on, you know, one of these days I'm not going to be around anymore, and what do I want to stand for? What kind of a legacy do I want to live? What kind of a memory do I want to leave on people? And it's so funny how most people in their 20s and 30s don't think about that stuff. But I started to realize, it's like, wow, very little of my remaining goals have to have with making money. I shouldn't say that. I mean, I do want to have about 3 or 4 vacation homes all over the world, so maybe I need a little bit of money, but mostly it was about, you know, leaving something behind, leaving a legacy with my children and my grandchildren, making a difference in as many people's lives as humanly possible, thinking about what people are going to say about me when I'm long gone. Those kind of things are so much more important. So I don't know where you're at in your life, but if you're sitting down taking some time to reflect, or if you're in a position where you're doing your goals no matter what your age might be, just take a little advice from an older guy and understand that although things are important, they're not as important as you and your character and how you get those things. You'd be better off with less things but living a really rich life and investing the time and energy into people you love and care about and doing things ethically and honestly than you are abandoning all that stuff and just adding up with a pile of stuff. Because I got to tell you, I got a bunch of stuff, and my stuff isn't what makes me happy. My family, my friends, the integrity I have, knowing I'm touching other people's lives, those are the things that have really made me the most proud as I've looked back here over the last few days. And I know that that's the big thing moving forward. And I got to also tell you, I sat down and I analyzed how much money I made in my 30s and my 40s and my 20s, 30s, and 40s. And it's remarkable how my income has grown from decade to decade. I never analyzed it from that point. So now I have something to really understand what my benchmark is for my 50s. So if you haven't been reflective, if you've never stopped and looked back at what you've accomplished, I'm one to tell you, don't dwell on the past. This isn't dwelling on the past. This is just accounting for what you've done and then looking at it, being honest, examining it, and then more importantly, figuring out, based upon what you've done in the past, what you plan on doing in the future, because we only have so much time, guys. So go have fun. Go for the gusto. Accumulate a bunch of things, but more importantly, remember, it's who you are, and it's the I don't know, the impact you have on people's lives. It's the person you are, the way you do things that is the most important. So that's my sage advice from Hawaii. I can't believe I'm an old guy now and I'm giving younger people sage advice. I hate that. But while I've been here, every day I've been playing tennis and golf and basketball and everything. So I refuse to admit that I'm anything more than what I am mentally, which is a teenager. So that's about it. I gotta go. Aloha.